If you've been watching any of the coverage of the G20 gathering, you've probably seen a lot of this.
For the president, the balancing act does not end here at the G20 summit.
TV correspondents, in this case the AP's multi-talented Mark Smith, delivering reports in front of a wall lined with flags. The room is actually a huge filing center for journalists from all over the world. But before we take a look around, let's rewind to earlier in the day and take a quick look at how we got here. It started with another coach bus from the filing center. Because we're so busy, these coach bus rides are essentially our only chance to see the sights of London. Look, there's the Tower Bridge. Unfortunately, I don't take too well to coach bus rides. To be honest, they kind of make me queasy. But I held it together for the sake of the rest of the Corps, and after about 45 minutes, we reached a series of security checkpoints surrounding the G20 venue. It appeared, at least judging by this guy's reaction, as if we caught some of the security detail by surprise. We cleared security at a remote location, and our bags were screened with the first ever mobile screening unit, at least the first one I've ever seen. So Mark, evaluate that screening process for me. Was it about what you expected?
Actually, it was a little smoother than I expected. I have, in the UK, been patted down from head to toe, and including the sensitive spots.
Finally, we made it, the center of the geopolitical universe. More than 20 world leaders are solving the world's biggest problems in this building. And for the most part, the thousands of journalists here won't see any of the action. We're confined to this cavernous section of the convention center. They organize us by countries, U.S. to China, Korea to Argentina. It's like a G20 of reporters. And what happens when you trap thousands of reporters together in a big room? Well, predictably, they start pointing their cameras at each other, doing stories about all the people, well, doing stories. About this time, I started wondering what I was doing here. I'm supposed to cover the President of the United States, and I'm stuck in this room dodging cameras. Then I met Liz Cave. She's a producer with the BBC who, like me, also shoots video. She's based in London and has a slightly different take on all this commotion.
It's really exciting, and it's a great event. It is a big spectacle, both out in London and within here as well, setting the scene really and waiting for the main news to come out.
She's probably got a good point, because when the news did come out, it sure was big. Near the end of the day, they ushered all of us into a huge room for a press conference with the man himself. It was total chaos as photographers and TV camera crews climbed over each other to get the best shot. And with that, the long-awaited G20 conference is over, along with our time here in London. But before we pack up everything and try to get some sleep, I wanted the chance to do my own stand-up in front of that big wall. I'm Jason Bronis, The Associated Press, London.